very sentimental opening today by the Mooch.
Monumental.
Yeah, come on in here, Mooch. It was a very, very sentimental thing you did. It was like a little piece of comedy, but a prayer. It was like a little prayer.
Yeah, it's
this morning.
Shake it up a little bit.
Now, I got an email about you, kind of pulling back the curtain on the Mooch, letting us know a little bit what's going on in your private life. And I was told that your mother looks just like the mom in Wonder Years.
What?
Really?
I was told by somebody who knows you, who says your mom...
You're bringing up my mother on the air?
Yeah. And she...
That's all right.
She resembles the mom in Wonder Years. Is that true or false?
That's possible. That's
Is it really?
True. Well, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the mom in Wonder Years looks like now, but...
Well, check with Johnny in Belfast, who...
I knew this cunt was going to do this at some point.
What was the Wonder Years kid's best friend's name?
Paul.
Yeah,
Paul.
I guess he's your Paul, where he's that guy, and then Winnie Cooper would be your Winnie Cooper.
Oh, right, yeah, that's it all spiced together.
Really work out nice.
No, he's not, but Paul, he's no friend of mine, this Johnny Neal guy. He's a fucking imposter.
Yeah, he is.
Nah,
Johnny in Belfast.
What's wrong with Johnny?
Yeah.
He's a scumbag. No, he genuinely is a scumbag, so it's all right.
But isn't everyone in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
How's everything going for you? You still here, Mooch?
I'm still here, yeah.
Now, you did another goodbye party Friday night, right?
Yeah, it was great. It was a good
and
party.
yet you're still here.
I know, well, sort of like a few hours before the party, I kind of decided I was staying, for another week, so it was a bit of a disappointment.
There wasn't time to get word out to cancel the party, I guess.
All right, so should we just say this, we're going to stop being like, oh, well, goodbye, Mooch.
Yeah, probably.
And then one day you'll just disappear like everyone in the IRA. Just a bag over your head and off you go into a trunk of a car.
It's very possible I might leave at any minute because things are starting to get up in the air. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what that means. You mean that you run into some trouble over here?
No, not yet, but I can imagine things sort of change.
Yeah.
Like, I'm running out of cash pretty quick and I don't really know where I'm staying, so I might kind of just have to take off at some point.
Fez Watley, always here for you. He's got a room that I know that you've offered him before, and loads of cash. Just nothing but money.
I wouldn't say loads.
Loads.
See, I'd worry what else was involved in this.
For a rainy day.
Well, there's going to be a reach around.
Yeah, there's something about rub downs and shit I heard about. I don't know.
You'll get I don't know whether you've ever massaged a bear before, but that could come up.
So what?
Yeah.
A little massage.
What's the big deal?
Who cares? It's comfy.
Yeah, it beats having a hotel in Manhattan at $350 a night.
It's a dry, safe place.
Well, I wouldn't say dry. It's wet.
Or safe.
It's not safe. You'll get in there. What if you went in and started massaging his ass and you saw a kid's shoe in there? Just a little kid's shoe.
How would that get in there?
You tell me. Fucking drop the baby down the well. All right, Ron and Fez Show. By the way, we're still getting over the embarrassment that was Gold Dust. And the guy downstairs says to me, Gold Dust coming down today? I go, no. That's a fucking one day only thing, Caprice. Fez, you got out there on the street dressed as Gold Dust.
Right.
And then what?
And then nothing happened. And then I just drew like a giant blank once I was in costume and full gold makeup.
I couldn't help you because I didn't know what Gold Dust did or why this was a bet. But we all went downstairs.
Yeah.
And Fez just stood there.
Right.
So I started kind of interviewing tourists that were walking by. And then Fez / Gold Dust started interviewing tourists. Hi, where are you from? And I go, this cannot be why we came downstairs.
He certainly didn't appear to be a wrestler.
No, there was not.
You didn't think?
It didn't appear to be anything.
He was just interviewing people, but then happened to have on a long gold wig.
And then we had people running into the street to get away from him, which I'm like, all right, this could fuck up us if somebody gets hit by a car. And then you guys tackled Sam and Sam into another building's door.
Right.
And I look over, and there's Gold Dust smashing them up against the door. And I'm like, this is beyond fucking what it should be.
Yeah.
Timeout, end of show. So I don't know why we meet after the show every day, Mooch. You've been here as the artist in residence. You can see now none of this stuff makes sense.
No, it's hard to believe. Well, the meetings tend to be just fucking 10 minutes of work, and then everyone he berate Earl.
Yeah, I know.
And Earl and try and get Earl to like scream or leave the room, and he tends to do one or the other.
But what if this would have been one of the things? What should Gold Dust do? Maybe that's one of the things that we have meetings about. Yeah. And I looked over at you, Fez, and your eyes had kind of glazed over.
I went into a very bizarre world of confusion down there. And it's something that's been happening to me. Like, I knew, I had it in my mind what Goldust was gonna do. Because Goldust always did, like, movie quotes and stuff on wrestling. So I was planning on, like, acting out scenes and stuff, recreating scenes with maybe some of the people walking by, that sort of thing. And
why would they?
Then
why would people? First of all, they didn't even want to see you or touch you. I can't imagine one of them wanting to do it on the waterfront with you. You should have looked out for me. You were my brother, not my knight.
More where it was worked out in my head, I guess. And then I just drew a complete blank when I got down there. And I've been having memory troubles lately.
I wish I did, so I didn't remember Friday. That's my dream, Fezzy, to have memory troubles.
How come Goldust only had one gold shoe? Why was that?
I ran out of gold paint.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Pitsy was in charge of wardrobe and ran out of gold paint.
I don't think that was the worst thing about the bit. I don't think the fact of the one gold shoe was the worst thing. But I got downstairs, had no idea what we were doing and why it drug on so long. And I know other shows don't act like that. I know that there's a rhyme and reason to why people do things. Did you think everybody was just going to love you because you're wearing gold?
Maybe that's what it was. It seemed to play out in my head, and then I got down there, and like I said, I just couldn't remember anything to do. I couldn't remember Goldust lines.
That was your time to be in control.
Right, absolutely.
And guess who came up with the idea of Goldust?
Who?
I don't know. It was not me or any of us.
I think it was you.
We don't know
Was
who
it me?
Goldust is. Yes. You and that fucking Sam and Sam are the only two who understand what Goldust is or does. I'm like, okay, you got to be Goldust. Yeah, well, Fez has got to be trapped being Goldust. How did I fucking know it was going to turn on me?
Of all the characters to choose, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Goldust?
Here's Mark. Yeah, I know. It's a 10-year-old bit that no one remembers, including the guy who did it.
Hogan, he could have been Stone Cold.
Why didn't you just say you're going to be Anthony Verone from my old neighborhood? I'll put on a wife beater. Hey, where's my brother Gino? That would be it. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Listen, Fez, I was wondering why all of a sudden you went from being Gold Dust and Fez Dust, and then you turned into Hulk Dust and started copying other wrestlers and adding.
I saw that at one time. Did that make sense?
Well, that was something that Goldust would do. He would turn into different wrestlers.
Well, you only turned into one, and only for a second.
We really needed a Goldust bio.
Right.
And the listeners needed to hear some sort of Goldust documentary before.
Just to update him on the character. Yeah,
Well, he was never that good.
It was very confusing to me. My mind just went blank.
Maybe it was the gold paint seeping into your head.
Did you get that off all right? Yeah.
No, I'm still digging glitter off of me.
It looked pretty.
Like out of my ears and
Yeah,
that
the
sort of
one thing you did look good. I don't know if you look like Goldust, but it was like a good costume. You look like an Oscar.
Yeah, that's what Goldust is supposed to look like. All gold. Like he's an Academy Award.
And then he just stands there as people walk by, and when you try to talk to him, he just glazes over.
Yeah, I thought Goldust was like about like sex. Like, he's always like touching himself and stuff. But you didn't really do much of that.
No, that's part of it too. You're right. That I forgot about.
All right, no more contests with you. Seriously. And how long? Remember, didn't we have 6 weeks? We had 6 weeks probably in between the contest and this.
Right.
To go out there and go, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's just something with me right now where I cannot remember stuff. Where I'm actually going to see the doctor today about it.
About your Goldust character?
No.
Here's what you need to do, Fez. Come
He
out and
won't
act
have
like
any
you're being
ideas.
very sexual. What are you going to ask him? What do you think is wrong with you now?
I don't know why I can't keep anything in my mind. Like, I would have brought up Gold Dust at the meetings.
Yeah.
And what do we do with Gold Dust? But it completely went out of my mind.
Well, we were too busy being mean to Earl, like Mooch said.
Well,
now,
that's true.
I read an article over the weekend that said people, they were calling it at-work bullies, and that a lot of people in America are bullied at work. And I thought of Earl immediately, and the pounding that he gets around here, and not just from me and Fez, but everybody else, even when he was higher ranked than those people. But in this article, it said people would rather be sexually harassed than they would bullied. Now, I'm going bullied. To me, bullied is like someone's actually punching you or taking your money. They actually took it as when people give you the freeze. That fucking freaks people out when they act like they don't know you're alive. And not being invited. Like, we're all going to the bar Friday night, but then we don't invite Earl. That kind of stuff. So, Earl, would you feel like you're bullied here at work?
Yes, I do feel like I'm bullied at work, very much so.
Who is the biggest bully to you?
I would say Dave. He's always on my ass for something, one thing or another. All
right, who else after Dave?
After that, I would say, to a smaller degree, Pitsy.
And then who?
He's just going to pull
I mean, third, I would put Lily, because Lily's always busting my balls.
Right.
Too.
Now, what about me and Fez?
I mean, I don't think you guys necessarily bully me.
Holy shit, are you living in denial?
He actually has a fucking boat on denial. He's actually sailing denial.
No, but there's always a rhyme and reason to it. I mean, you always make good points.
Rhyme and reason.
You always make
poets now.
You guys always make very good points and very valid points.
What about when Fez throws the box of pencils at you and it just hits the window and bounces off? That seems like bullying.
He still ducks.
Yeah.
That's bullying.
I think we all bully Earl.
Well, wait a second. I've actually invited Earl probably out so many times.
Yeah, but that's like the bully asking you out.
Well, that's true, too.
I like a lot of times. Well, look how mean everybody was to him when he bought for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were toasting to him being lazy. That wasn't exactly nice manners.
Yeah.
I felt bad about it. I started feeling bad about that the next day. Like, it went too far.
You in particular should have. It was your goodbye party.
Once the meal digested, I started to feel bad.
Do you feel bullied at work?
No, I definitely don't feel bullied whatsoever. Not by Ron and Fez, not by anyone, not for 1 ounce.
Yeah, well, welcome to denial. Thank you.
I really don't think I'm bullied. I mean, for real.
But I think that if you were, let's say, the dumbest, not even the dumbest, but like the least wittiest person around, it might feel like you're bullied. Like, witty people tend to sting a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, then it's hard to explain my case, because I'm not exactly the brightest apple in the box.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you you're bullied. That's what I'm trying to point out to you. Pitsy, do you feel bullied?
Yeah, I do feel a little bullied sometimes.
By who?
Dave, mostly, and
these guys are
Fez.
such pussies.
Sometimes who?
Sometimes Fez.
Oh!
How do I bully you?
I feel that when Earl fucks up, it sometimes is taken out on me, and that anger just sometimes comes towards me.
When I hit all of team administrative.
So do you think you do that, Fez?
I don't think I bully him. I don't think I bust his balls nearly as bad as anyone else's.
Well, the one thing I thought about you, though, you are a freezer. So instead of saying things, you'll just act like that person's dead to you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I think I'm more a fuck-up corner.
Yeah.
And then you're more apt to act like that person's dead and doesn't exist.
That's absolutely 100% true.
Yeah,
and that's why
because you get cut off from my email chains, everything. That's true.
So you do that on purpose?
Yes.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Bully me and cut me off your email chain. Because I don't read them anyway. I fucking delete. Pitsy says to me, do you ever get the meetings minutes that I sent out? And I go, no. Because that's deleted immediately. And I'm not going to go into my fucking trash can. Why would I want to read the meetings minutes? What am I, in a fucking PTA club?
Earl's in charge of getting printing paper. Earl must call Bruce. That's actually what's on the meeting minutes.
I know.
And 3:15. Ron suggested Earl get more tums to be shared by the entire staff. What a fucking No, I will say
Is
this.
that bullying?
That's why I say, hey, fuck up. Go put on your fuck up hat and sit in fuck up corner.
But can I say that's why people, I mean, and not to bully you, Earl, but when you're in trouble with Ron, like, the best thing to do is just face the music, and he gets it out, and then treats you fairly. But that's why Earl
when the
will
lion
hide.
starts, yeah.
Earl will lie and hide.
Lying and hiding.
And that always makes it worse. Whenever any of us get mad, we just go face Ron, we get yelled at, and then it's over.
Instead of going to the high grounds to get out of trouble, he goes to the lie grounds and tries to literally lie low, where he gets smaller and starts lying. But I don't want you to feel bullied anymore. So from now on, when everyone is sexually harassed or we're going to start inappropriate touching and making remarks about your genitals. Now, I think one of the reasons why I think people are pretty quick to say, I've been sexually harassed. I don't think anybody would fucking wait. You know, this ain't the 50s.
Yeah.
And I think if you even hear the word, like if someone like Lily said, I'm being sexually harassed, we'd all fucking, you know, we'd come down whoever it was like a fucking ton of bricks. But if she ever says, you know, like when she says, oh, Pitsy isn't being nice to us, nice to me, we're all just like, fuck up. Fuck him. Right. Pitsy's an idiot. Like, we don't take that fucking seriously. And remember when Pitsy started being mean to her because she got a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
He started being incredibly inappropriate with her.
Oh, yeah. Actually, he is. He's in a pro. I've seen the way he'll put his arm around her and stuff if we all go out to a bar and everything. It seems a little bit strange.
And she's incredibly turned off by him, which she's talked about time and time again.
True.
Yeah.
She almost pukes.
All right, so, Earl, that's your new thing. You're going to get sexually harassed.
Nice tits, Douglas.
Now, Fezzy, what are we going to do about you? 6-6 runs you, Fez. You and Earl, you and Fez know we're into March now, right?
Yep. We're about halfway through this thing.
Yeah. That gives you guys each 6 weeks to get laid before you have to be with each other. Not one of you's been on a date yet, right?
No.
Earl, you're flying Coco in?
Love to fly Coco in. Coco, the offer has been extended. You can come to Casa de Douglas. The offer has been extended to you to come to New York.
Now, Casa de Douglas, does Casa mean studio apartment with mold on the walls?
Yes, it's an apartment. The mold is gone.
That might be why you're crazy. That mold got into your fucking brain. And Fezzy, how you coming along?
I'm doing all right. I think I'll feel better after I see the doctor today.
He cannot follow the conversation. I mean, with the sexual thing.
Oh, yeah.
What do I give a fuck about you and the doctor? What are you seeing the doctor for?
The memory thing. And the pills. The medicine that I'm on. Yeah, no progress on my June 1st challenge.
Now, remember, you both have to pass the challenge. Or you both end up on Pal Talk. Doing it fucking strong, doing it wild style.
Fucking each other. In the ass.
If this is
we know how it's done.
I just want to remind people.
And I hope you gals enjoy the sexual harassment.
Believe me, I will not be having sex with Fez on Pal Talk.
It's not going to happen.
Guarantee it.
Then how can you guarantee that Fez is going to get laid? You idiot.
Frankly, I have a lot more faith in Fez. I think Fez is going to pull it off. I totally believe he will pull it off before I will. That's how much faith I have in Fez.
Do you realize how less of a man that you fucking must be if you yell, I think Fez is going to get laid before me? Do you fucking know that statement alone has never been said in the history of this fucking planet that we now call Oceania?
Earl is not getting laid. It's not going to happen.
Earl, how many times a day you think you're racially, that racial jokes are done your way?
A handful, about 5 or 6.
About 5 or 6. I want you to start and keep a chart, what they were and how they happened. And we won't tell these fucking guys. It'll just be our secret.
All right.
And then you and I will turn it over to Elo, and we'll both fucking say we would need money.
Doesn't seem fair.
From our internal investigation.
It is fair. Here's Barry. Barry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I want to ask Earl if it bothers him at all that Fez might shit on him in the middle of the night when he's asleep.
Does this bother you shit, Dick? You worried about that?
No, it doesn't bother me, and no, I will not be sleeping with Fez on June 1st.
Spending the night together.
Hey, our good Earl, can you think of another minorities that gets as much as the handy-capable people? I mean, when you as a black man, and knowing everything you went through in this country, right?
Yeah.
Does it make you angry when you see that parking spot up front and you don't get it?
Oh, yeah.
Should that be the black man's parking spot?
No, that's just, he's trying to bring back segregation. What is wrong with you, Earl?
Is that what you want?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Earl, would you like your own area? Your own special parking
You
area?
had that back in the fucking 50s.
Hey, it wasn't it wasn't the best spot, though.
Here's your spot, Earl. It's on 34th Street.
So, yes, might as well give me a water fountain, too.
All right, here's Professor. You're on Ron and Fez.